Let's go!
Whatever. This is episode 10 of the Business on Top podcast. I'm Orange Cassidy. That's Mario, I think. Don't care. I don't feel anything. Mario, how do you feel?
I feel good.
That's not bad.
This is the Business on Top podcast with Shane Chernoff, Vijay Patel, and Ben Siegel.
I love this company. Yeah!
Oh, I can't stay in character. I can't stay in character as Orange Cassidy. But
hey, I think we're pretty good.
Look, as far as the costumes go, I think you and I nailed it.
I agree.
This is a very special episode of the Business on Top podcast. This is our Halloween edition. Very disappointed due to a little bit of logistical issues. Ben's not here, but wanted to wish him a happy Halloween, and I know that he did wish that he could be with us on this very special night. You and I were talking during the break before we even started. There haven't really been that many improvements on Halloween songs, huh?
Yeah, so we were talking about this before the podcast, but when I think of Halloween songs, I don't think of actual songs. I think of just
spooky music.
Spooky music in general, like from movies we've seen, Mike Myers, The Shining.
Just theme songs from horror movies, not like Halloween themed songs like they're Christmas songs.
Yeah, so that when you were mentioning like songs, I'm like, what song do you know is Halloween themed? And I'm not really good with music, but like that. I mean,
well, what do you think of? Because I think of this as Halloween, and then you said the Halloween theme with Michael Myers. We all know but you know that's a little bit different. Monster Mash is the one that I always think of, and it's annoying because I think that it's overplayed. But the more I think about it, the only reason it's overplayed is because there are no other Halloween songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Except this is Halloween from Nightmare Before Christmas. But
right.
Again, that was made when we were little kids.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a trend in Halloween music itself. I mean, I think that's it for Christmas time.
Yeah, Mariah Carey should write a Halloween song that should just play and crawl like an earworm into our heads.
Right. She could sing to the Mike Myers spooky music.
Yeah, I won't even attempt to do a limited fake Mariah Carey.
No,
we all know how annoying All I Want for Christmas Is You, but that's coming up. Starting next week, you're gonna get it, whether you like it or not.
Ben will be the one to do it.
Yeah, next week on the podcast, please tune in. Ben is going to do a live rendition of All I Want for Christmas Is You, in costume as Mariah Carey, mind you. But God, you don't like Halloween for the songs, do you? God, it's the trick or treating.
It's the candy
that I miss, and I do this to myself every year, and I say, God, I really wish I could go trick or treating again. And then I realize that I'm an adult and I can just buy all the candy that I want.
Right. It was a different era back then when we were kids.
Our metabolism was a lot better too, you know.
Absolutely. It's just one of those things that when you're growing up, you have this thrill of seeing who can get the most candy during Halloween. And now when we've grown up, we look back at it, it's yeah, you're right. We can just buy whatever we want.
We can go to any one of those bulk stores like Costco or BJ's and let me try that again.
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Whatever. Don't care. The Business on Top podcast. And you know what you should do to the Business on Top podcast? You should rate, review, subscribe, unsubscribe, resubscribe, re-rate, re-review. The Business on Top podcast. Vijay Patel, Shane Chernoff, Ben Siegel. Let's get it. I am motivated by several movies, including Fast and Furious 5. I live my life a quarter mile at a time. We're just going to forget that just happened. Anyway, what I was trying to say is you can go to BJ's and get candy there. You can get, in bulk, one of those big regular candy bar packs. Is there a year from Halloween that you remember just getting a massive haul and bringing it back?
Well, I'm not proud of this one, but in high school, this is high school, okay? We were still on that edge of going trick-or-treating and just messing with,
That was my biggest haul, too. It was the last acceptable year to go trick-or-treating.
So, yeah, I'm not proud of this, but we, our good friend Nick, who was on our fantasy football team.
Oh, we miss you, bud. We miss you, bud. We need him back for another special appearance, maybe next week.
We were in his neighborhood doing some trick-or-treating, and you know, at his neighborhood we had they had all those bowls out there with like bunches of candy in there. And the signs with the take one.
That's a dangerous game because you can, especially now. I guess with COVID, that's almost like you have no choice. It's on the honor system, but you know, kids like they're just gonna take as much as they can because no one's gonna. These days, though, I guess you have rings, so there is some method of enforcement.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you have to find neighborhoods with minimal younger kids. You know what I mean? Under the age of 15, I would say. You have to find neighborhoods. Wait, what did I say? With them or without them? Minimal teenagers.
Minimal teenagers.
Yeah, because
right?
you know they're the ones that are gonna
take everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So in his neighborhood we were good because they have those bowls were out like full when we were out 7-8 p.m. and we just take the whole bowl and throw it in our bag.
Just turn the bowl upside down and just like take it. But did you do bag or did you do pillowcase? I remember my last couple of years I just did pillowcase.
Pillowcase. Yeah, we had pillowcases.
I remember, I think it was a year in high school and I had a pillowcase and it was full. I did something similar, but I wonder if I should feel better or worse about it. That it was like somebody's house in high school that we knew that was handing out candy for trick-or-treaters, but they were like one of the best houses where they're handing out the full candy bars. I literally straight up took one of those boxes.
Oh God.
I just took it and I feel terrible about it. So you probably remember it, and if you're listening to Business on Top, send us a DM and I'll send you guys
the box.
I'll send you guys the box back and a month's supply of candy because I feel absolutely terrible about it. And honestly, probably the first thing that I'm gonna do probably on Sunday, and it's November 1st, I'll probably just get a bunch of discounted Halloween candy and probably eat it watching Sunday football here.
We were so.
Do you have a favorite candy bar? Is there one that you're always looking to track down?
Candy bars for me? Okay, so Kit Kat was always my go-to. Every house that I go to, like if there wasn't Kit Kat, it was like Laffy Taffy or these like small Jolly Rancher candies. I would just not even take them.
Those are okay. I always hated when they would give you like a bag of nuts or something like one of those mini bags of almonds or something like that.
Pennies.
Or if you go to a dentist's house and they gave you toothpaste. I think that only happened to me once. But man, that guy is not like making any business sense. He should be giving kids as much candy as possible because then that's more cavities for him to clean out. You know what I mean?
The worst was raisins. I always got boxes of raisins.
God, I can't say I ever got raisins, but I have heard like multiple people who have.
Oh yeah.
That if we were doing Get Out of Here this week, it would be the people who give out like raisins and anything that's not like regular candy, like Tootsie Rolls too. You're cheaping out if you're getting Tootsie Rolls. Come on, you gotta go and get like even like the Hershey's milk chocolate bar. It's chocolate. It's not like Twix or Snickers or anything like that, but like it still does the trick. That's your bare minimum, I think.
It just reminded me of the episode of Parks and Rec when Chris Traeger, I don't know if it was a Halloween episode, but he was at I don't know if it was a picnic or something, and they're like, "Who eats raisins?" And he like opens the whole box and like just chomps
dumps them in his mouth.
And he's like, "Raisins, nature's candy."
Yeah, no one's buying that. Like, come on, get real.
Man.
God, did you ever do like trick or treating at like a commercial place? I remember as a kid we did.
Center Mall.
That's what we did. Yeah, I remember doing trick or treating at the Town Center Mall, and then I think the Coral Square Mall in
I never went there.
in Pompano Beach. Yeah, well, that mall after the 90s, like most malls, went very far downhill. But I remember like trick or treating at Ruby Tuesday. Very odd.
They had. Oh yeah.
It was just like every store would just like give you candy, and they would hope that you would stop there for dinner. But I can't remember ever doing that.
I'm trying to think back in those days. Like that's not a thing anymore, is it? It can't be.
Well, malls in general, no.
Well, no,
but
trick or treating. No.
Well, and not in COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, I think it's gonna be like, no pun intended, a mixed bag. I think you're gonna get you're gonna get a group of people who are just gonna go all out and act like nothing's going on, and then you're gonna have people who are like gonna have a difficult conversation with their kids that they can't trick or treat. It's gonna be a very different looking Halloween than what we're used to seeing for sure.
Yeah, without Ben too. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's just a very odd Halloween, unfortunately, and I feel bad for all the kids out there, and hopefully Halloween in 2021 is a lot better than 2020 Halloween.
People are going out. They're more aware, but I think people are really masking up out here, and they're still going out trick-or-treating. Not as much as like we're used to, but I know my parents are putting out candy this year. And, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a good amount of people still going out.
Josh,
Be safe, though.
Yeah, I hope so. Have you had a conversation with your parents about what they're putting out?
Oh, no, I have not.
Yeah, you got to make sure, like I said, make sure that they go all in on
we don't
Snickers.
ever skimp on food.
That's true.
or candy.
That's true. I know that you guys like, always go all out. My parents are usually pretty good. God, I forgot what my mom wanted to be this year. I think she usually just like wears a gator shirt and maybe like we'll find like a plastic helmet out there. But did you do any? Oh, well, you're working from home, so you didn't really you didn't really get into character Mario until you got here, did you?
Oh yeah, this is like right off the rip. I came here, put my costume on.
Or is this your normal Friday outfit?
This is actually I wear this.
This is what you're wearing. This is what you're wearing until 11 later.
I woke up, put this on, and then just started working. And yeah, man.
We got a golf tournament tomorrow. You gonna play golf in that?
Yeah, if the price is right, I'll go out there and.
Remember, Mario's pretty good at golf.
Apparently, the best costume gets a prize.
Yeah, well, I think I'm just gonna wear regular golf clothes because, look, I'm trying to win. Okay.
Well, not only that. If you want me to play golf in a onesie, I don't think we have a good chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say that might be comfy and form-fitting at 8 o'clock in the morning, but when the South Florida sun comes out full blast, that might get a little sweaty at 11:30.
I'm gonna be like one of those sham wows.
Oh God, just like wring you out. I'd be able to, like enough sweat to fill up a Brita filter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, on the note of that disgusting imagery, let's go back to some candy talk. Your number one candy, what was it? Did we talk about it? It is Kit Kat. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine is God. I love anything with peanut butter. Like chocolate and peanut butter is such a good combination. I had the best protein bar the other day. Have you had the Pure Protein chocolate salted caramel?
I have.
I would give that as a trick-or-treating gift. It's like, come on kids, bulk up and eat up. These are actually really good.
They are actually
It tastes
good.
just like a candy bar. It's amazing. It's 200 calories and it's 1 less gram of protein. I'm more than happy to take the extra 10 calories for the 19 grams of protein it's supposed to.
This is not a sponsored ad, by the way.
No,
It's
it just tastes amazing.
It's
So
actually really good.
if you get one of those Pure Proteins, man, that's awesome.
Their shakes are good too.
Yeah.
Their protein shakes.
Yeah. But peanut butter really is kind of key. My peanut butter and Oreos is a great combination.
Ooh, yeah.
But Take 5 has always been my favorite. Before that, it was 100 grand, and then they came out with Take 5. I love the pretzel in the middle. I like salty and sweet too.
Yeah.
But I'd say Take 5 and the Reese's Take 5 probably a couple of my favorites.
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody who's going out trick or treating gets plenty of those. And if you're not trick or treating, just go to the store and get a couple for yourselves. Go ahead.
Speaking of candy, did you ever get Airheads?
Yeah, those are okay. I mean, like they're in like the Pixie Sticks category of just like pure cocaine sugar.
Yeah.
Like sugar for the sake of sugar.
Yeah, no, just because it just brought up a memory of when we were younger. You get the full Airhead bars, and then you shake them really hard until they became this little like pillow version of an Airhead.
I never did that.
It
inflates?
It doesn't inflate. It's just like it all like crumples up into one little.
Oh yeah, you're saying you just crumble it into a ball and then just like
all
pop
you do
it
is
in your mouth?
shake it from the top like this, and then it'll like become smaller and smaller, but fatter. Like it looks like a little pillow when you open it.
Whenever I wanted like Airheads, it just always made me want Gushers because Gushers were so much better.
Oh,
Speaking of cocaine sugar.
Oh God. No, Pixie Sticks were number one.
Pixie Sticks is the one that's actually snortable. I wouldn't recommend it.
When you saw all those like little kindergartners like just sprinting down the sidewalk, you know what they had? It was a Pixie Sticks.
Pixie Sticks is definitely the gateway candy.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. You know what? Ben would have been perfect for this segment.
Oh yeah, former fat kid Ben Siegel.
Oh, he would have ate this.
They would have ate it up. Well, we got a lot more coming for you on the Business on Top podcast. We're gonna go take a break. We're gonna go hammer down some Halloween candy. Stick around. We'll be back in a minute.